What's up, everybody? It has been a minute. Vinny here, and excited to be back on the podcast and on YouTube here, doing another episode of I Just Want to Talk. And it has been 3 months since I've been in New York. And today I wanted to talk about this concept that was inspired by this dude, Rich Roll, who's podcaster, ultra marathon runner, just a very inspiring fella. And he put out this video recently called 60 Years of Life Advice. Watch this if you feel behind. And the description is if you're younger than 60 and constantly feel that you are falling behind in life, you need to hear this. The reason why my spirit animal is the tortoise is that the shortest, slowest path is always the longest one. Not many people seem to realize that. Embracing patience and refusing to rush your own development is the ultimate competitive advantage. I've been really sinking into this concept recently, I think, since being in New York and even before that, of not needing the answers. Like my kind of philosophy and just this mantra that I've been living by right now is just, I ain't know shit about shit. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know. I don't know what I truly want, like it's not like, oh, I know this is it. This is what I want out of life. Like, I don't fucking know. I don't know where I'm supposed to be exactly. I don't know what the perfect path is or anything, but I'm here and I'm doing it. And instead of needing to know, instead of feeling like I have this place I ultimately dream of being at, I'm just riding the ride and enjoying the process of the great unfolding. And it has been easy. It's been a crazy few months here in New York. um, Kind of where some of this comes from is I came to New York after breakup and thought like, I, you know, going to New York, I want to be single for a while. Like, just that's why I'm going there, to experience just being on my own, being with my friends, meeting girls, dating, whatnot, just having fun. Lo and behold, I got into a relationship in a month. After the first month, I started seeing this girl. It was awesome. Um, and after about, and in the beginning, I was like, fuck, like, do I really want to be getting into a relationship again? I came here to be single, or so I thought. And like, is this the best thing? But then after a while, I'm just like, why am I telling myself this story that I'm supposed to be single, that I can't be with this person, even though I really like her and we're having a great time together? And so I finally realized, like, my friends are making fun of me and stuff, just messing around. Like, dude, you got another fucking girlfriend, really? Like, you just came to New York? I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know shit about shit, you know? I don't know for certain that I came here to be single. Who knows anything? Maybe I came here to meet this person, you know? And when I had that kind of mindset shift of like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be or where I'm supposed to be going, I'm just allowing what happens and surrendering to what the universe is providing. It took the pressure off and made it easier for me to be like, yeah, this is what is happening right now. This is the reality. And it's great. And I'm pretty much making up a fake problem that I'm supposed to be single right now. Like, just see where love goes. That's kind of what I told myself. Like, see what happens here. And got to a certain point after like 2 months dating each other where I did realize like there was just more reasons to separate than there were to stay together, but don't need to get into it. It was an amazing experience together and got nothing but love for this person. And I do feel like it was such a cool way to come to New York instead of just being by myself and I have my friends here, but to like have a girl to be with and to explore the city together, somebody who knows the city really well, and we just had a great time, like somebody to go out with and stuff, and so I had that experience, and then when it you know when the universe told me that it was time to end it, it did, and it hurt a lot, but I think it was for the best. And I recently watched a video by my man Alain de Botton of the School of Life. He is so good. He gets me through every breakup because pretty much came here after a breakup, and that was 6 months ago since that one, and then just went through another breakup. So simultaneous breakups wasn't easy. It's the hardest thing. I just, yeah, it hurts a lot, but he's always somebody who gets me through it. Um, he's a philosopher and just a beautiful human being. And he put out a video. I don't know how old it was, but it just popped up in my feed, like in praise of short-term relationships. And I was like, oh yeah, let me dive into this one. And it's just all about like, we think if you're with somebody for 2 months or 6 months or a year, like the relationship I was in before was a little over 1 year, but my God, we lived a lifetime in that year. We moved in. She moved to Japan with me for 3 months. I came back and we were living together in Oakland, and it was literally a lifetime. And we had so many cool experiences. I think about it all the time, and with nothing but love, and like in praise of short-term relationships. I mean, that's not exactly short-term, but for some people it is, like 15 months. And he just talks about like how beautiful it is to be with somebody for 2 months where you're still in that phase where even if you aren't perfectly on the same page, you don't really care because you're just getting to know this person, you're having fun, and you overlook some of the things where maybe after 15 years you'd be like driving you nuts. In the beginning, it's cute to you and it's fun to, see their quirks and show them yours, and you're still kind of tempering yourself a little bit, not fully just, and for better or for worse, not being 100% authentically yourself. You're still putting on a little bit of a front. I know I did, like trying to be cool still a little bit and trying to impress them. And it's fun. That's I mean, it's always fun. I, I don't know. Um, Uh, it's just fun. The beginning of a relationship. And there's nothing wrong with seeing where it goes, and when it's not going really in a place that, you know, you see working out anymore, it is okay to end it. And it hurts, but you go your separate ways and you have beautiful memories, hopefully. I do for sure. I have nothing but good memories, and now I'm happy to be single again and here and diving deep into my thing. And that brings me to my next point, which is the theme of this episode, which is patience and the having a long game perspective. So if you know anything about my journey, my life, if you were a fan of the Dare to Dream podcast, which I did with my buddy Greg for over 5 years, or if anyways, I'm a writer and I've been doing this thing for practically a decade. Since graduating college, I started writing online. COVID happened. I wrote my first book after taking a road trip up through California, Pacific Northwest. I went to Europe a couple years later for the summer and worked at a hostel and on a farm in Italy and wrote a book about that. Then I went to Japan and taught English, and I'm working on my book about that. That's fiction and it's based on that experience. And the whole time I've been trying to crack this code of how to make money from writing, and I've gone back and forth of like, is that even what I want to do? Well, well, it's kind of been like, could take a very long time to make any money from the books. I need to survive. And, I thought the dream was like make money from writing online, have my own newsletter where I make money from it and that sort of thing. And I went back and forth over the years, like getting jobs, working at a restaurant or a coffee shop and teaching English, like doing those things to make money versus I want to just build my own brand online and make money from a newsletter or on Medium or something like that. And I have not found the answer at this point. It always, when I tried to make money online by charging people to, read my newsletter or something, it just felt not inauthentic, but it kind of took some of the just like serendipity and whimsy out of it, where it's like, I don't really care if you read this or not. You can leave. It's free. Like, I'm just doing this because I have to write. I have to get this stuff out, these thoughts. It's the reason I'm doing this podcast right now is because I just have something to share and hopefully it could help somebody. But, I'm not making any money from it. And kind of just realizing I'm coming to a place now where I'm pursuing personal training as my day job and as a career because writing and fitness are my two favorite things. And if I could take the pressure off of writing and my creativity, and then I think that is for the best. Like I applied in New York, I applied for writing jobs, editorial assistants and just a variety of different roles like that. And I'm like, I thought that's what I wanted. I thought that getting a job in the writing world and like publishing or something would validate me. It's like, wow, okay, I finally got the job in the field that I'm pursuing. That makes me a writer or qualified or apply for magazines and stuff. Nothing really worked out. And it made me ask myself, like, is that even what I truly want? Do I want to be wearing a shirt, tucked in collared shirt every day at the office with an editor? Like, it would be cool. And if I got a job, I would take it because just to have the learning experience and see if I did even like it. But didn't get any of the jobs. It's pretty brutal out here. But it just made me realize, like, I don't think that's what I want. I I want to be living life on my own terms and not having a 9 to 5. I've had them in the past and there's nothing wrong with it at all. But at this point, I'm just like, I don't think that's really me. And personal training became this idea of like, it started with the mind body work that I've been doing for also about a decade since graduating college, since I suffered chronic pain for 8 years. And that was another big part of my life where I had to cultivate patience and not knowing the destination, but going anyway, taking one step after the other and just keep moving forward, sometimes very slowly, sometimes completely broken. But I never stopped moving. And that's what I'm doing now. And getting through the chronic pain, like I'm still on the journey now, but I'm better than I've ever been. I know that there's nothing physically wrong with my body, and I'm doing everything I want to do, not held back whatsoever. I still feel sensations here and there, but I know that's fine. And I'm helping other people now in the mind body world, and it made me realize, like, wow, I do have experience in this. I've lived it. It's taught me more than anything, going through that challenge of years of daily pain and feeling like I was broken until I finally found an answer, which was the world of mind body healing. And now that I'm training as hard as I can, I'm doing everything I want, I'm running hard. I'm like, I love I mean, the gym, I say it's the only place that really makes any sense in the world. I go there in my lowest points when I don't know what else to do with myself, when life just feels like it's falling apart. Go to the gym, I can still work out, and it just makes me so grateful. Like, it truly is the only place that truly makes sense because you're moving your body, you work through the emotion as it works through you. You're doing something healthy, you're sweating, endorphins pumping. And I'm just so grateful that I could do that. It's my safe space. I just I love the gym. I love the field. I love a track. I love the ocean, the beach. I love exercise and just fitness. And it's a lifestyle, baby. I love the fucking lifestyle. I'm like, wait, if I'm pursuing what lights me up inside, my passion, if it's not writing, it's fitness. Why not give everything I have to be a fucking personal trainer and incorporate the mind body stuff, help people through that? And, I love making connections. I love helping people. And I can spend my days in the gym, working with people one on one. I'm moving. I'm not sedentary. That sounds like a great life. And with the rest of the time, I'm working on my book and doing my newsletter and podcast. Like, that is the dream. And it's what I'm living right now. It's funny. Me and my friend mess around and it's like, God, that sounds so great. Like, hopefully one day we'll get there. It's like, no, that is my life right now. I'm not making money from writing anything yet, but like I am living that life and it's astounding. And what I've just been like really accepting and allowing as the world, seems to be, I mean, it's always been crazy, but it continues to be fucking crazy. And as AI is kicking it, taking off, and the world seems to be more and more just technology based and whatnot. I'm just like, I don't need to get involved in all this. I could sit back, put my blinders up, stay the course. And I just have this deep sense that the universe is going to take me where I need to go, that things will happen the way they're meant to, that stars will continue aligning, and I will achieve my dreams. And ultimately, I do want to be just writing books full time. Like right now, I'm studying for the personal training certification, and it's fascinating. Like the first time I truly liked school was doing my master's in creative writing because I actually could understand stuff. It was interesting. I was like, wow, learning is really fun when it's something that you're interested in. And I'm getting that in the same way now with studying for the NASM certification, which is kind of the gold standard of personal training. And take some coffee. It is really cool to learn about. It's a lot of anatomy, biology, and just how the body works, nervous system. It's a lot of stuff I've learned through the mind body work. Parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest, versus the sympathetic, which is fight or flight. If you're dealing with mind body stuff, you want to get your body into that parasympathetic mode as often as you can, which is just taking deep breaths, slowing down. And I mean, it's the MO of my life, of this podcast, of this path that I'm pursuing is just slowing down, relax, take the pressure off. If you want to get to that place, of your dreams, it's a journey, a long journey. It's not going to happen overnight. And just to tie up the loose ends there, yeah, I'm enjoying studying for this test, but then I'm working on my book in the afternoons, and those, like, 2 hours that I'm working on it are just I love it. Like, I wish I yeah, my morning is my most productive time. It's when I have the most energy, and I'm a morning person, so I love working on my book in the morning, but I'm using the time to study since I feel like it's more efficiently used that way, and then I enjoy working on the book more, so I could push it to the afternoon. If I could just wake up, work out, and then just work on a book for 9 to 12, and then go about my day, maybe come back to it later in the day, in the evening, like, that's my dream life. And creating content, doing what else, I don't know, but that is where I hope to go. But I know it's not gonna happen overnight. Like, I'm 30 years old, and it's really cool to be just gaining wisdom from these people who are 40, 50, 60, my parents. Like, Carl Jung says life doesn't start until you turn 40. Until then, you're just doing research. And I think that's important for young people to understand is that we are just doing research right now. And that means do research. Don't settle when you're young, especially if it's not something that you are aligned with. Life is too short, and we could get a lot done in a long time frame, but we kind of put ourselves in these boxes and feel like this is it. This is what I have to be doing. It's like, no, you could be doing anything, but it takes effort, change, and having a long-term perspective. And yeah, right now it just feels like I am in a pretty cool place where I have the path in front of me. I know right now these two things that I'm pursuing, going in tandem, personal training, writing, creating, I know. And like with the personal training, I'm like, think about 2 years. Hopefully I start making money in like 6 months. Like, I'm going off savings right now, but it's not going to happen overnight. Like, what do I have to do right now? Study for the test. Okay, that's it. One day at a time. I'm doing, some people take 3 to 6 months to study for this thing. I'm doing it in a month because I'm kind of going full all in on it since I don't have a job right now. So one day at a time, don't miss a day. I'm studying every day, 2.5 hours, and I'm in the flow. Like, it feels really good to be connecting the dots. Once you get into, it's really overwhelming to start. It took me a couple weeks to start studying because there's no blueprint or anything. There's just a textbook, and you kind of just got to dive in. But then once I got rolling, it feels good. I'm like, wow, I'm actually remembering this stuff. I'm applying it to my own workouts in the gym, like the different planes of motion. You got the sagittal plane, which is front and back, frontal plane, side to side, transverse plane, which is twists. It's pretty interesting stuff. It's pretty cool. And it's fun to feel your brain working and expanding and actually retaining information and knowledge and to be able to apply it. And the fact that it's something that I love and enjoy, like, why the hell wouldn't I pursue this? I don't know what's going to come from it. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know where I'm going to get a job. But right now, all I got to do is get certified. And we go from there, baby. And with writing books, it's like these books take a year, 2 years. It's a long game of daily effort. And that's something too. Rich Roll, who inspired this concept, talks about his spirit animal being the tortoise. It's not like the tortoise is just starting and stopping and starting. It's consistent effort day in and day out, slow steps for a very long time. That's what got my first books done. It took about a year for each one, and I was working on them pretty much every day. It didn't matter how much or how little, just to interact with the book was pretty much enough. But then I knew that once I started, I'd want to keep going. Like sometimes I'd face the resistance for sure. Be like, I just don't really want to fucking do it right now. But you start working on it, and once you get going, it's like, okay, I'm sinking into it, and it gets fun, and you love it. And so it takes consistent effort, but just zoom out. Life is long, but to actually make change, like a long time could go without anything really happening. Life is long, but we got to take action. Action is important. It just doesn't happen. Just doesn't have to all happen right now. So I hope this can inspire people around my age, people in their 20s, their 30s, 40s. Like, if you want to do something, start it. Do it. Because you could get a lot done in a year, 5 years, a decade. Like, I see my career and all this, saying all this, I am pretty fired up on my Japan book. Like, working on it, I'm just like, damn, this is pretty fucking sick. And there's just details and stuff that you could just not make up. Like, it all comes from lived experience, the details of daily life and stuff. And I'm like, this could really be interesting. This could really be interesting. So let's see what happens. It feels like the world is pretty Japan happy right now too. So could be a good time to drop a nice novel about teaching English. And there's magic, there's love, there's romance. It's pretty erotic. It's funny. It's friendship. It's life. It's pain. It's everything I dealt with over there. So hopefully it represents real stuff that people go through, and it's about going for your dreams, really, and not knowing why, but feeling the call to do so. And that's where I'll leave it. Zoom out. Life is long. Don't get caught up in the bullshit that everything has to happen now. It doesn't. Relax. Tune out the noise. Do your thing. Run your own race. Do something that makes you proud to be you. It gets you excited. And keep doing it. Follow the excitement, no matter what it is. And that'll take you a long, long way. All right, y'all. Much love. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time.